السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. بسم الله والحمد لله والصلاة والسلام على أشرف الأنبياء والمرسلين نبينا محمد وعلى آله وصحبه وسلم. أما بعد. This is a continuation of the videos about the Arabic alphabet. In the past video we learned the first row of letters. So we learned Alif, Ba, Ta, Tha, Jim, Ha, Kha. And in this lesson we are going to learn 6 letters. And these are shown here. So let us begin. Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. So the first letter is Dal. 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 Please note how it's written. You have to look at the letter and remember it. So keep looking at it and say Dal. 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 Because you will memorize or remember something by looking at it and also saying it. So try to look at it and say after me. Dal. 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 So this letter Dal is said by using the tongue and placing it almost the same place where you say ta, but there's a difference, and I will try to draw it for you so you can see the difference. If you imagine this is inside the mouth, okay, this is the teeth, you can see the teeth, and I'm just drawing so it's easier for you to understand. Okay, this is inside the mouth, imagine it. And when you say ta, then you say it like this. And ta you learned last time. So your tongue, if you see, is right here. Ta, ta, ta. And you smile. Remember, you have to smile in the letters, except if I say you must not smile. You have to make your mouth like this, like the letter kha. You learned kha. In the last video, you learned kha, and you have to make your mouth round and big. So in this letter, we are learning dal. When we say dal, try to see this. Dal, you have to place a little bit more of the tip of your tongue like this. Oh, I'll just change the color. So just a little more of it, the tip of it, like this. So you say like this, dal, dal, dal. So you feel a bit of your tongue feels the top of your mouth just behind the teeth, but a bit of more of your tip of your tongue has to touch the roof of your mouth. Okay, not like this, nai. No, you must not like this, ta, no, but you have to say da, dal. Okay, to the next letter. So in this next letter we have Dal. Please notice that in Dal it looks very much like Dal. The difference is that you have a dot. So this dot makes the difference. So it's very important for you to understand that you have to look at it and remember it. So say after me. Dal. 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 Okay, let's try to draw it again. because this one you have to look at it from the front. Okay, so you will try to draw the teeth, and this is the mouth, and this pink color is the teeth. Okay. Oh, okay. So if this is the mouth, your tongue, the tip of it has to be a bit in front of your teeth. So if you look at it from this from the side, if you can imagine it, your tongue must be a little bit in front, just like the. You remember the? This is the, and we have had it. You put your tip of your tongue in between. The difference between this dhal and tha is that in dhal you put just a little bit of more of your tongue in front, not too much, but you have to make the vibration like this. That has to come a vibration, and then you know it's correct. And you have to smile. Remember to smile, unless I tell you not to smile, and then you have to make your mouth round and big, and then you have to say the ذال 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 ذال. Okay, to the next letter. Ra. Ra. If you can't say it, try to make the helicopter sound like r, r. And when you have learned that or said that, try to say it without holding it, and try to say it at once. Ra. And this is one of the letters you have to notice that you make your mouth round and big, like this. Ra, ra, ra. And in the beginning, it is okay for you to exaggerate when you say the letters, so you can remember them. But of course, when you have learned it, you will try to relax because it becomes easier. At the beginning, the letters can feel very difficult to say, and your mouth might become exhausted because you are not used to Arabic letters. But once you are used to it, it will become very easy, inshallah. So say Ra with a big mouth, okay? Ra, make a mouth big and round, okay? Not smiling. Don't say Ra, no. Say Ra, Ra, Ra. And you have to notice that your tongue is in Ra, it's approximately here, and you just release it from there. You don't hold it. You say Ra here. You release it. So the important thing is that you know the starting point of each letter by exercising them, and then you release it. You don't hold it. You don't say R. No, you just say Ra, Ra. Good. And the next letter is Zai. Zai. This one is easy for most people because they have it in their own language or in English. So Zai sounds like z, z, z. You just put your teeth close on top of each other, your front teeth, and say Zai. Zai. So you can imagine it like this one, but the difference is that the tongue is not used in this one, and it's just the teeth which are close to each other like this. Okay, zai, and remember this one has a dot. Ra, ra, it didn't have. Zai, you smile. Okay, so in dal, dal, ra, zai, you have learned 4 until now, and only in ra you make your mouth round. And now we take the the 5th letter and the 6th letter, inshallah. This letter is called sin. Sin. Notice it has 2 teeth and a big stomach. So you can remember it, but it has 2 teeth. Okay? It's very important for you to look at it and remember it. Because when you remember these things about it, when we will write words, it will be easier for you to recognize it and know what the letter is and how it sounds. So this one, it has 2 teeth, and for now it has a big stomach. So it's called seen. Smile and say seen. 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 See, zai just before, and seen is almost close, but it's very different. You use your teeth only, seen, but you put them, they touch each other, your teeth, front teeth, and you release it. But zai, your front teeth are close between each other, but they don't touch, and it makes a very light and smooth vibration. Okay, seen. Good job. And now we will continue to its brother or sister, sheen. 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 So when you say sheen, try to imagine this. I can try to draw it for you. You have teeth over here, and you have teeth over here. Yeah. And then you make your tongue like it almost touches here, your side of your tongue, and it goes like this and like this, but it doesn't touch the front teeth. It doesn't. Or you can make it like this, but it touches a bit of your teeth on the sides in the middle. Okay, but it has to sound like this. Sheen. So sometimes your tongue, this color is not so bright. So good. This one. So you, of course, the teeth are closer than this, but than this drawing, I'm not so good at drawing. So your tongue is almost like this, but it's not touching the upper and lower teeth. This the tip of your tongue is like this and like this. Okay, and you say sheen, and you have to smile. Okay. This was the lesson for today, and I hope you benefited, and remember to practice it a lot. So today we learned 6 letters. We learned dal, ذال, را, زاي, سين, sheen. Remember, you have to practice all of these a lot of times and look at them very carefully. And until next time, You must have a good health, and may Allah protect you all. سبحانك اللهم وبحمدك أشهد أن لا إله إلا أنت أستغفرك وأتوب إليك. السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته.